Party people in the place to be. Live from 58 Dream Street. This is Friday Night Frosthaven. On Thursday. And here we are. The gang is not all here, but is all here in the sense of who is coming tonight has come. We are...
A classic setup.
Yeah, we got a trip out of town. So Danielle is too consumed with worry that we're going to pack inadequately for a 2-night trip where we'll spend one day at a friend's cottage. So she couldn't focus. Well, it's a bit of that, and it's a bit of she was concerned that she might not be able to do she's probably not able to do the next scenario unless she pushes, like we skip some weeks and stuff. So she wanted to not disrupt the show. She will be rejoining us. This is not a Lauren situation yet, as far as I know. Yeah, so here we are on a Thursday, a momentous Thursday indeed in the world of major political news.
In the world of the world?
Yeah, yeah.
in the world of real world?
Yeah.
Big news.
The worst kind of world.
Big news in Newsland.
Very detailed, though.
Oh, hey, Guided by Voices, by the way. Hello, welcome, happy Thursday. Yeah, I actually checked this on Wikipedia just while the song was playing at the start to make sure I had my facts straight. Did you know that Biden, the Constitution actually requires him to swing the sword himself when they execute Trump?
I don't know if he could do it, like, physically.
I think he could.
Mean, it's going to take a long time. But that's,
He'll be sighing.
No, he's been doing the, you see him on his bike. He's obviously fit for an old guy. If he can get it up in the air, gravity will do most of the work.
He'll do it with his thighs, is how he'll do it.
It's not necessarily going to be clean. But nobody said that democracy wasn't going to be a little messy. Yeah, here we are. Player 1 playing the now level 4 Aether Pain Conduit, Dr. Becky Goodpain. It's Rich. How you doing, Rich?
So good.
The best kind of good to be doing. Level 4 updated you. Excellent. All right, player 2 not here. I mean, she's here. She's just outside the door here. I could call to her, but she isn't joining us tonight. It's Danielle. Player 3 playing the Inox Drifter, the biggest hobo. Now level 9.
Yes.
Now level 9. It's Greg. How you doing, Greg?
Doing good. People of the stream know I was just on yesterday, so not much has changed in my personal life since that.
Yep, we did.
You guys do beat 'em up Tuesdays on Wednesdays?
We did,
yes,
yeah.
It's a very weird compressed week. Yeah.
What a weird week.
It's been a crazy May, and I'm looking forward to next week and hopefully just doing my normal things on my normal days.
Looking forward to a crazy June.
It has been the craziest May.
It's just been wild. But hey, whatever. It's going along. We're having a good time. Player 4, your host here at 58 Dream Street, playing the Lurker Deep Wraith. Click, trill, snip, click. Your host, the game runner, the showrunner. It's James. Hey, how am I doing? Just grand. Just great. Busy, but good. Things are well. And I'm excited for some upcoming stuff here on the stream, but we don't need to talk about that right now. But there's exciting stuff coming once the craziness ends. Oh! Guided by Voices successfully finished his honor mode run of Baldur's Gate 3 last night.
Ah, nicely done.
Congratulations.
Hold at those gates.
I don't know. I might be too reckless to ever manage to complete an honor mode run of a game that long. But I guess we'll see. Oh, hey, Hunter. Hunter in the house. Looking like a sweet boy. All right. Well.
Turns out he was not prepared for motherhood. Did not enjoy having a puppy in the house for 2 weeks, but it's over.
Oh,
oh man. Now he's just exhausted. Kids, right, Hunter? Cool.
That dog saw God a couple times when he accidentally played too rough around Lily and got tossed across the room.
Uh-oh.
Oh, good job, Hunter. Protecting your family.
No blood was drawn, but there were teeth everywhere.
Oh my.
Man.
And then Lily was like,
Oh,
crawl, crawl back in. Was like, let's do it again.
Yes.
Lily is a real Michael Vick figure in our house.
Oh, Lily. All right, so yeah, we don't have not grinding out side quests and challenge content and stuff in the honor mode playthrough of the, like 60-hour RPG. That's very reasonable. I did a non-honor run. It was almost an honor mode run. I got one game over once, I think, in my playing through Super Mario RPG, the remake on Switch recently. And it was a lot of fun. It holds up. Good remake, too. Yeah, so here we are. And not a lot of... there's not going to be any scenario tonight because we got an outpost phase to get through. And it's yet another momentous outpost phase that will involve at least a couple of sections to be read from the book. But first, we got to update the map. Not a lot to be done in that regard. I just need to put the check mark on. What scenario did we just do? Crystal something?
I don't know.
Crystal... Oh, we did the crystal enclosure another time. And it's
the one we just did was Wagons of Glory.
Yes, the wagons. That'll be in the mountains. Caravan guards. Check. Okay. Well done, team. And now, team. I guess that was a team effort. We figured it out together. That's the map updated because we haven't unlocked new scenarios in a while. So then...
So I think we should start. I'm not seeing anything. I'm going to Google this real quick. I'm not seeing anything about when. I know when we get check marks to gain a perk, it happens as soon as we get 3 check marks. Like it happens right away.
Well,
so I'm not sure if the same is true of the town guard.
Yeah, we do have a town guard perk to unlock, so that's an exciting discussion to get down to. Let me see. Let me see if I can find town guard perks. Party boom, boom, boom. It says when the town guard gains a perk mark.
Hold on. Challenge card. For the moment of resolving right after finishing scenario, do this now. They're resolved at the end of scenario. They're resolved when that happened immediately.
Yeah.
Hold on.
That's what the rules imply.
Okay, wait. Isaac said doing play testing that you do it during downtime. Hold on. I'm going to read the rest of this thread and see if Isaac comes in.
I'm inclined to bet that it does not wind up having a big impact on anything. Let me see. Can we zoom in? Yeah, here we are. Town guard perks. Are they focused? They're probably not going to focus.
No. No, actually, this seems debatable. Isaac never came in, and other perks work the other way.
What do you mean? Yeah, I am willing to bet that nothing is going to happen that will make it matter. So why don't we just do it?
Yeah, let's just do it.
The rules say it happens when you get the perk mark. So, okay. I will read all of the options.
Okay.
Replace 1 minus 10... So these are adjusting the town guard deck, of course.
Yeah.
Option 1. Replace 1 minus 10 card with 1 plus 30 card. And 1 minus 20 plus gain any 1 material resource card. Option 2. Replace 2 plus 10 cards with 2 plus 30 cards. And 1 minus 20 gain any 2 material resources card. Option 3. It gets simpler from here on out. Replace 1 minus 10 with 1 plus 10. Option 4.
Right.
Replace 2 plus zeros with 1 plus 10. Option 5. Replace 2 plus 10 cards with 2 Roll through +10, gain advantage on this target cards.
Replace one. Sorry, what was the first part of that?
Replacing
one what?
normal +10s with pull through and +10 and gain advantage on this attack.
Is that all of them?
No.
Okay,
Option 6, add 1 +30. Option 7, add 2 pull through +0, gain 1 hide cards. And then options 8 and 9 are the same thing, but for lumber and metal.
I think we should do the one that takes out a -10 without putting in any more, like just the basic one. Replace one -10 card with one +10 card.
Just keep it nice and pure.
Yeah, because you always want to just remove negative things as much as possible. And the other ones that make you replace something don't, like, they make you put in a worse card alongside the good card.
Yes.
So it just feels like taking something out and gaining something good is just better on the whole than just increasing the odds of either extreme of result.
Yeah, I think there's a good case to be made for that. What do you think, Rich?
I agree with Greg.
Come on, Rich. This is Perks. You do this on your character sheet. You enjoy this part.
I don't even enjoy this part on my character sheet, but I do agree with Greg.
Okay.
All right. 151.3.
Remember, I never get my check marks. At some point in every scenario, I'm like, fuck it. Or, oh no, you need a loot card to loot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
151.3. Here we are. Section 151.3. Job posting. You're polishing off a round of ale before bed when the door opens with a light creak. With near imperceptible slowness enters the oldest orchid you've ever seen. Were it not for the lumbering walk, you'd take her 2 large crystals to be a fallen chandelier, not a sentient being. By the time she's made her way over to your table, your party is in the midst of exchanging goodnight wishes. She settles into an open chair with a rattling thump. What?
Good night, Becky. Good pain.
Yeah. Yeah, how do you think we do our good night wishes
Yeah,
in this
we
group?
give each other little kisses. You know.
Yeah, like Click Trail Snip Click just like kind of nibbles at everybody.
Yeah, we make sure that Clip Trail gets his bedtime story.
And there's lots of clicking. She's just clicking like a maniac the whole time. She settles into an open chair with a rattling thump. My, what fortuitous provenance. Just the merry band I was hoping to see. She speaks slowly and deliberately, a light hint of an accent you can't place dotting her speech. Who tucks who in? That's a thought. I feel like the Bathysphere was probably, if anyone was tucking anybody in, she's gone.
Yeah. I feel like I would have had to take over those duties because I've been here the longest.
And the Drifter has big, strong arms, you know?
That's true. I can make you feel safe.
And you have to be very careful when you're tucking in Click Trill Snip Click. Because if you make her feel confined, she might accidentally kill you. And then she's just like, oh, a skull. I've been told you are the choice for matters outside the typical. And this matter is far from typical. She pauses for dramatic effect, but her timetable is skewed much too far. By the time she resumes speaking, your party's exchanging concerned glances. Did she die at the table? The matter, of course, touches the very core of a group like you. The ponderous crystals obscuring her mouth twist and rattle against each other. Is she smiling? But we will get to that. I understand the protocol. I may be old, but I imagine my gold is still good. She shifts, and her slow hand drops a sack of gold on the table. It's clear these are not typical coinage. Despite their excellent condition, despite their excellent condition, they're of an antiquated design. Gold is gold, though. She takes the look on your faces as sufficient. Wonderful. I look forward to our adventure. New scenario. Dun, 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 dun. Prison Break. Scenario 99, which I'm going to look at right now, because if that is a conveyance scenario, then we are switching up our whole plan. We were going to do Frozen Fjord, because that's our... If we go through Frozen Fjord, it unlocks a scenario that requires conveyance and could retire the Drifter. But maybe we can just do it.
So, question that I don't understand.
We can't.
I'm looking at the campaign sheet now, and there's 2 boxes. Can we take this perk twice?
Yep.
Okay. That makes sense then.
Sure does. All right. So, yeah, the Prison Break scenario uses several of the exact same map tiles that tonight's does, and also map is similar to tonight's in being the widest scenario I've ever seen. I think it might be like exactly as wide as the scenario that when I do set it up, the Frozen Fjord scenario, it will be slightly overhanging the table on both ends, and I will be very, very, very concerned that at any point it's going to fall. But what can we do? It's a guest scenario designed by Alexander J.L. Theoharis.
Sure, that'll that.
Best name so far among our scenario designers. So yeah, All right. We can add that, and I will, to the map. 1 second.
Good. So far we get scenarios out of these. I'm sure we'll get different things for different perks, but
yeah,
scenario seems pretty nice.
We still might get a scenario from the other calendar event that we have to read. In fact, it feels likely because the one that we're reading is the one that came up when we beat the ice flow scenario, and the next sign from the lurkers for the piece of the crown was to go underwater, but we can't breathe underwater. And
right.
Pinter Droman was like, well, I'll see what I can do.
That is what Pinter Droman sounds like.
It is.
Rich, you remember Pinter Droman, of course?
Yeah.
Classic Frosthaven character.
The best one.
Okay. All right. Okay. So the Prison Break scenario is part of a 5 scenario quest line.
Oh, shit. So this is not I just thought this was one-off thing. Okay,
No.
cool.
No, we're going to be, perhaps we're creating an international incident with the Prison Break we're going to effectuate. Prison Break scenario has a symbol I've never seen.
It'd be sweet if the Prison Break led to a character getting unlocked.
Unlocked by a job posting. Okay. Goes to A4. That's convenient. It's right over here by me. Here it comes. Excellent. A4. Oh, not quite. It's so close. What? Once more. Once more. Close enough. Pretty good. B+. All right.
Good job. Good
We've
work.
added the Prison Break scenario to the map. An earthquake has destroyed Frosthaven. No, we're okay. We're okay. Oh, hey. I've added a new feature to the spreadsheet, Greg. Would you like to be introduced to it now?
Sure.
All right. So everybody who's watching right now, look at the little supplies table, which right now still has Michaela on there, where we added her after when she was in the player 2 rotating spot that I think is going to largely become the player 2 Danielle spot with perhaps occasional guest redheads. If you scroll to the bottom of the console, Greg, can you see the console sheet in the worksheet?
Oh, latest player 2.
Will you please update our latest player 2?
To-do.
And now go look at the sheet on the screen in display B.
Display B. Oh, there it is.
Instant.
God, we've got so many displays. Amazing. Great stuff. James.
Instantaneous updating. So now we can keep track of multiple characters' storage, and we can cycle in our different player twos.
Yeah, people are coming in and out of Frosthaven.
So hey, that's pretty sweet. Good stuff. It's Outpost time. Is it not?
Yay!
Mhm.
Okay. And the first thing we do in the Outpost, of course, it's kind of like
It's the
witchcraft.
passage of time.
It's certainly kind of it's heresy. Guided by voices. I used an H lookup. Whoever uses an H lookup. But I wasn't thinking ahead when I designed the table, and so it's not suitable for a V lookup. I probably should have just used an index, but it's okay.
Are you high-fiving someone just off screen, Rich?
Yeah, Hunter.
Okay, good.
All right. Time advances,
Gotta do it on camera.
and we have reached a new calendar section. It is 62.2. I'm retrieving the section book. Hey, Hunter. What a proud boy. Look at him. What a handsome guy. Here we are. No, wait. Wrong one. 62.2. 66.2 was the one I looked up by mistake, and that's the last one we did. The pass is ready. Okay, here we are. Section 62.2. Bathysphere plans.
Hey.
A warning. If the craftsman is not at least level 3, but it is, we have a level 4 craftsman. That's the next thing. That's a thing that I could look into adding. A display form. Anyway, I'll think about that later. A high nasal voice reaches you at the back of the crater. Frosthaven's recently rebuilt canteen. I have it. I have it. This is Pinter Droman, the Outpost's best and only tinkerer, and he's pushing his way through the smoky gloom to find your group at your usual table. When he arrives,
he's a tinkerer once.
What's that?
So Greg was a tinkerer once.
He was.
I was indeed.
That was his very first character.
That was my very first character. First character to retire that campaign as well.
Indeed. Greg retired, was it 2 or 3? It was 3 characters before we ever retired. Anybody else retired 1?
I think so. I think in the end I retired 5 characters? Or 6?
You did a lot. My Gloomhaven characters, let me think. Spellweaver, Sunkeeper, Quartermaster, and
Diviner.
And then Diviner.
Oh yeah, and you were the soothsayer. That's true. Yeah.
So I had 5 if you count the Diviner.
No, I must have done 6 or 7 then, because I did more than anybody else.
Yeah. Rich did Craighheart, Scoundrel, the
broken one.
Night Shroud. Yeah, I was trying to think of broken one. Night Shroud and the.
I think you did the Craighheart again, right?
I did Craighheart again.
You did the Craighheart again when we did the Forgotten Circles, but the last one you did was the Doomstalker.
Yeah. Robert was the Plague Herald, but I was the Doomstalker.
Yeah, and it was so disappointing. It was such a. I might as well. I'm never gonna get the chance now. Every time you played the Doomstalker, while we were on the show, and actually even before we had a show, we were just doing it in private. I was always hoping you'd pull a critical hit, and then I would go Doomstakalaka.
But all I ever did was doom people.
Yeah. All right. When he arrives, you see that Pinter's eyes are raw and his skin is a waxy shine, which means he hasn't been sleeping again. In the seawater, I have a way around it, or rather, Pinter unrolls a scroll of parchment on your table, pushing aside your drink. The parchment shows a diagram of some sort of armored ball. Through it, in a bathysphere. The Tinkerer goes on to explain that this bathysphere, you could safely descend deep into the with this bathysphere, you could safely descend deep into the biting sea for short periods of time. But that only solves the problem of the pressure. You still need to avoid freezing. I have a plan for that too. Pinter exclaims, his bleary eye twitching. All I need is a very, very powerful heat source. As luck would have it, Pinter believes you might be able to find such a thing somewhere in the middle of the radiant forest. The whole forest is unfrozen, even in winter, so something must be heating it, Pinter says. I can't be certain what it will look like, but I'm certain it's there, yes. And with your particular skills, finding it should be no problem. New scenario, thawed wood. Scenario 33. This is the most visually dynamic Outpost Phase episode yet, because I have to keep switching up the board. There we go. Back to the northern coast. Where are my flowcharts? Right here. Looking for scenario 33, which I guess is probably in the... Yeah. It's one of those... It's kind of funny, because previously I've always kind of thought of these rows in the scenario charts as... Obviously, they're just a scenario progression, but I think of them as also a physical progression. Like, you're getting further along this line, whether it's like traveling up down the spire. But now this makes it very clear. It's pure scenario and like sequence and temporality, because we're detouring before we can go back to where we're trying to get to. Scenario 33 looks like it does not require conveyance. So we're on track with the ice flows, or not the ice flow scenario, the frozen fjord scenario.
Well, I mean, it does require conveyance, just not one of the 3 conveyances that have a special icon.
Well, the thawed wood, we're going to the thawed wood to try to get
That's true. We're going there to try to get the ingredients for conveyance.
We might it might count for the boat.
It might be a boat. It might be something we load on.
It might be a boat scenario just because it has to carry the bathysphere.
Like those old-fashioned diving bells.
Yeah. R2. Okay.
Not the first time I've come across the word bathysphere. It's a great word.
It is a good word. Oh. That one's easy. Just going into the woods. Blends perfectly. A+. And we retreat.
Hold on, Rich is talking to God. But okay, so the next step is the scenario. Is the the outpost event.
All right. We don't want Rich to miss the nuance of the.
Yeah.
Of the
Rich is really going to have a lot to say. You'll have to sticker on the map there. James, I don't know if that seems like the kind of thing that would annoy you in post.
Oh, whoops. Yeah. Hey, Stimpinski! Oh,
hey!
Don't be fooled, my friend. You're missing the tag. This is Friday Night Frosthaven on Thursday. Although, actually, I guess it is Friday. For you.
That's true.
Now, right?
It's Friday somewhere. That's the expression.
This is normally a Saturday morning show.
Saturday morning fun.
From your perspective. Okay. Here we are.
Rich, did you finish the conversation with the Lord?
Yeah.
Yeah, good.
It's winter outpost event. Oh.
Which car seats to use tomorrow was decided.
All right. Well done. Winter outpost event number 20. You know that I support this outpost guard, but I've done everything I can. Mayor Satha stands firm in front of Captain Olmsted, who is speaking at a volume better suited for the battlements than the mayor's cabin home. You can't be serious. We're this close to being able to support more troops.
Captain Barbosa.
And you're telling me we can't stretch that a little bit. The captain looks on the verge of popping a blood vessel. I've done everything I can. With any luck, we've seen the last of the attacks. We haven't seen one in Satha looks over to a calendar with thick black X's denoting each attack. Well, that may have been the last one. Can't you cut from I mean, there must be something. He grabs a decorative mug with Frosthaven's crest off of Satha's desk, gesturing to it. Satha takes the mug delicately out of his hands. The answer is no. Option A. You wouldn't want to make a habit of it, but you could kick in a bit from your personal coffers to assist in the upgrades to the barracks. Or option B. This is internal town business. They'll come up with the funds eventually.
I don't understand. That's the end of it, I imagine.
What don't you understand?
I was going to say, I don't understand what we are doing here if not deciding what the internal town politics are.
Yeah, internal town politics is literally just us talking to the mayor.
Yeah.
That's all the internal town politics. We also resolve all other disputes.
In this specific situation, I understand the difference is, do you give up resources or do you let what happened happen and it probably takes longer or we're going to have some sort of negative consequence for it. But I really don't understand why you would play this game if your thing was like, you know what? I'm going to do nothing. See what happens.
Yeah.
Do something. I mean,
this is the last.
It's like Rich. You got to shoot the birds.
Got to shoot the birds every time.
Shoot the birds.
This is the last Outpost event of the winter, though. So is there an argument to be made that attacks will be less likely in the summer and we should just let the town figure it out?
Well, it's not the last Outpost event of the winter because we have one more week in winter.
No, because when you X out the last week, you immediately read summer arrives, and then it's summer. So you do a summer Outpost event.
Okay. I don't know, man. I also we were talking right before.
We were talking right before about wanting to upgrade the barracks.
Yeah.
So there
and
is
again,
that.
I don't know what I'm spending my resources on. If not, I don't know what I'm spending my resources on except upgrading the town. That's already what we're doing.
What about those potions that, make you worse?
Don't have any of those, as far as I can tell.
We do like potions, and potions are a lot of fun. Oh, that's exciting news! I built when I got us all set up for the Frozen Fjord scenario, and for the first time in this campaign, a loot deck will have flame fruit in it.
Oh, nice!
Yeah,
that
opening up a whole
new section.
Whole 5 more possible potion combinations.
Is there literally any combination besides doubling up that we haven't done, except for the flame fruit ones?
We haven't done the 3-part. We don't have an alchemist that can do 3-part potions yet.
Yeah,
and I think
I just meant over the 2 parts. Yeah.
No, well, actually, maybe. Hold on. Where do I have? Can I find the thing? Quickly, I press the check right now. I mean, I guess we're not in a rush. But I don't know where it is. Where have I put it? Where have I put it? I don't know. It's around. I'll turn it up. Okay. So, yeah, we can help. Especially if all they want is money. We have lots of money. And I guess we have a lot of resources in the sense that everyone's got a few.
You think they want wood? We got most of a ship's worth of wood.
We've got so much
we have so much hide. I hope
they want hide.
I hope I hope what they're they're like, we're fundraising for the bunks in the new in the new barracks. And we're like, all right, we got blankets. All right. Let's put it up. Option A. We don't want to make a habit of this, although we kind of showed up here over a year. Well, in game, it's only been a year that we've been here. But since we've showed up, we have made a habit of getting involved in everything in this town. Option A. Lose 10 collective gold.
Oh, okay. Who gives a shit? There's 3 of us. It doesn't divide evenly, but Rich only has 4.
Take it all.
Okay. Do you want to take?
Then take
4?
2. Yeah, actually, we have so much gold. We don't need to take Danielle's, especially when she's not here. I'll give 3 if you give 3, Greg.
Okay.
Perfect.
All right. Putting James down to 32 gold. Me down to 25 gold. And Rich down to 0 gold.
Can't wait to get a few more gold and spend it immediately.
All right. Updating my own sheet. Keeping it current. 32. Okay. Excellent stuff. And then, what happens? Da-da-dun. You step forward and offer to cover the remaining expenses for the barracks renovation. Satha smiles and thanks you, and Captain Olmsted beams. She turns to Olmsted. See? I told you these mercenaries could do some good around here. Upgrade the barracks to the next level.
Hey.
Or, if it's already upgraded to level 4, gain a morale. But it is not. So,
Tell us what the upgraded barracks does, James. Do you have to read a thing?
I have to find the stickers I was looking at. Oh, put them all down here. Oh, and in fact, here is also exactly where the thing is. So, hold on. First, potions. Combinations that we haven't tried. Arrow Vine, Snow Thistle.
Okay.
Rock Root, Axe Nut. And then all the Flame Fruit ones.
Okay. Well, we can't. Oh, wait, yeah. So, we could do both of those, but we would have to combine our. Because you can take.
Well, we're definitely not doing the Rock Root one because the Rock Root is Danielle's and she will be into the punch board.
Yes.
So we can't take that away from her.
We can do the Arrowvine Axe Nut one, though. Oh, wait, no. It wasn't Arrowvine Axe Nut. What was it? Arrowvine Snow Thistle?
Arrowvine, Snow Thistle.
If Rich puts his Snow Thistle in the
Done.
outpost... Done! Then me or you could do it.
All right. Well, we'll figure that out in a moment.
We'll get to that when we get to that.
You're about to retire, so I would argue for me to get it.
Yeah. And you've got open hands, yeah?
Yes. I only have one small item. Wait.
Yeah.
Do I need to get to level 4 to carry a second small item?
No, I don't think that's how the small item thing works. I'll look it up while you do something else.
Excellent.
No, it's up to half your level rounded up.
Oh, sweet.
So if you're level 3,
Yeah.
then
That's
nice.
the
You can
level
have
I
2
am.
small items.
All right. Barracks upgraded. I gotta get the card out. Okay. Ding, 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 ding. Oh no!
What?
I just realized this is accelerating Click Trill Snip Click's retirement.
What's the wording on the retirement?
I will have to double check the official wording. Oh, I think I know where it is though. It's right in here, isn't it? Build, not destroy. Experience the construction of 12 different buildings or building upgrades. There's no escaping that. You were
That's
thinking
ironclad.
it might say during the construction phase, kind of in the same way that Rich could only hear names during the outpost phase.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But no.
If he hears the name on a road, that means nothing.
All right. Here we go. The barracks at level 2, we can collectively... Oops. There we go. Oh, it doesn't want to hold it. Keeps... Anyway, I'll just read it to you. Collectively train up to 1 soldier for 3 gold and 1 material resource. Same option, but it can hold more. Capacity 6. And now when we sacrifice a soldier, we get advantage and minus 15 to the incoming attack rather than minus 10.
Oh, okay. Nice.
Upon constructing, we gain 1 prosperity tick and 2 soldiers. So, Greg, if you could add the 2 level 2 soldiers via the console.
Oh, we just get those to start.
Yeah.
Nice.
Two more ticks to prosperity level 4.
We could get there tonight.
It could happen.
Depending on how these buildings go.
Okay. Well, I want to go back to the gang screen for a moment and update my personal quest. Oh, man. This is half of my career is now done.
You're going to be over half by the end of this because we're going to upgrade or build something
Yeah.
today.
Jeez. All right.
Quick.
Click, trill, snip, click. We hardly knew he.
Maybe you could...
Okay,
I mean, we've got 2 other classes that have never been played by anyone.
Yep.
And you could always go to the class Lauren played, because technically we finished a quest, but we never actually retired that type of character.
That's true. It feels like that's letting go of the admittedly foolhardy dream that we can rope Lauren in as the guest redhead one week.
Yeah,
and then it's also there's
that's a cool character too.
It's an awkward conversation too. But I'll get there.
Let me reenact how that conversation goes. Lauren, did you see that I'm playing the character that you were playing actually? Oh no, I didn't see. Cool. There's the conversation.
No, I
get those cards back.
That's what
for sure.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, it's not really awkward. I just mean that I don't know. She'll be like, she's probably going to be like, sorry that it didn't work out. I'm just so busy. I feel, and I'll be like, oh, it's okay. That's all I'm talking about. Not genuine awkwardness. Okay. Well, we have Outpost evented, Greg. It is a time for operations.
It is time for operations.
All right.
Let's go down the list.
We can, at the mining camp, collectively buy up to 1 metal for 2 gold. Let's do it.
Do it. Do you just want to take from you because you have the most?
I'll pay it.
Okay.
2.
2 gold, eh?
Sure.
2 gold, I'll give you the metal.
Okay. To the hunting lodge, where we can collectively buy up to 1 hide.
I mean, we might as well. We don't need it, but we might as well. Still taking it from you?
Sure. On to the logging camp, where we can do the same thing, but for wood.
You and I are now equal in gold, James. Both at 25.
All right. I'll put myself down to 25. Wait. How did I get from 32 to 25 paying 2s?
Right. 24. I have 1 more gold than you. I'll pay the next
No,
thing.
I should have 26. 32 minus 6.
Oh, yeah. Sorry.
That's okay.
I think I took 1 gold away for something. Okay. We're good.
All right. And then there are no other operations except training at the barracks, which we don't care to do.
Nope.
Okay. It is now downtime.
Downtime.
Anybody get anything they want to craft? I know that I want to go to the alchemist.
I do not. I did look through the craftable things, and I'm going to hold off until we get some even more items, I think.
All right. So we're doing the Arrowvine Snow Thistle one?
Yeah, one of your snow thistles and the group arrow and the group snow thistle is the group snow thistle.
I've got
Arrowvines.
Excellent.
Is what we're doing.
Okay.
Boom boom.
Boom.
You can thank Rich for that snow thistle.
All right.
Yeah. Actually, I would like you to thank me.
Thank you for the snow thistle, Dr. Becky Goodpain. Click, 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 click. She does the thank you dance.
It's very similar to all her other dances.
Oh, welcome back. It's the stamina potion.
Hey.
I love stamina. The mechanic's so powerful that they had to nerf it in errata in the very first game. Okay.
Sorry. That's actually good to know what stamina is.
Yep. 84. One moment.
I assume you got the gist of that, Rich.
Mm.
I just want you to know the things that are important. I want you to know that, Rich.
Is there anyone for me to attack right now?
No, but a
That's not
stamina potion
important.
isn't. You know what stamina potions are.
I do.
Oh wow, they've actually nerfed stamina even more.
Oh, well, never mind, Rich.
We have the stamina potion. It looks freaky. It's another one of these bottles that has like growths on it.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know who should be drinking this stuff.
The glass in Frosthaven is terrible if it doesn't prevent the bottles.
I don't know, man. I am almost done brewing kombucha.
Yeah.
Those first 2 weeks are pretty fucking gross.
Oh,
But
kombucha
it
is
is
revolting.
tasty, wasty right now.
My ex had a kombucha going and it was revolting.
Yeah,
And I also don't enjoy kombucha.
I bet it was
so-
more revolting than they typically would be.
Oh, surely. Has some sort of, you know, as a punk rock,
we don't
fuck you.
need to do this on the internet, but
Yeah. All right.
But I believe we're on the same page here.
Yeah. Stamina potion. During your turn, restore one level 1 card from your discard pile.
Ah, okay.
You can no longer use stamina to just get any cards you want right back right away. The original stamina card, the original minor stamina potion in base Gloomhaven, lets you take 2 cards back, and then with no level restriction. And there was an upgrade major stamina potion that lets you take 3, which just makes characters too dynamic. And
really extends the play by a lot.
I think one of the reasons we felt pretty early on that we just had to turn up the difficulty. And we were like, I think we could handle turning up the difficulty in this, but I've not felt like, oh man, we got to turn the difficulty up. This is boring. Okay. All right. Downtime. Is that it?
I think so. Yeah, there's nothing else to do.
All
Rich,
right.
you don't want to do anything, yeah?
Nope.
Okay.
I received my thank you.
Yes. Construction, I believe, unless you can correct me.
Yeah.
All we have to do right now is to upgrade one of the resource generators or build a wall.
We can upgrade resource generators. Let me check here. Upgrade any of our resource generators.
Yeah.
We can't do the craftsman or the alchemist or the enhancer
We should build a
or
wall
the carpenter or the town hall, and obviously not the barracks. So yes. Meanwhile, there is a wall segment. Is it this one? No, it's this one. So we can add another wall. We can add a wall, or we can I think this is the time to upgrade the resources.
I would agree, except
Oh.
I just want to clarify, does a wall count as a building for your quest?
Well, Google it, Greg. I'm inclined to say that it will, but maybe it won't. Is there some different category here? Let me look in the rules. Well, see if I can find anything.
Does building a wall count as a build action?
Aha.
If it counts for a secret goal, counting the number of times you build a... the answer is yes to both. Yes. Yes, it does.
Okay.
So I'm with you. I think we should upgrade the mining camp just because that is the one we have the least resources in.
Okay. One moment here. I'm just curious about something. I'm looking at the flowchart for a sec. Oh, yeah. At this rate, there is no chance of Click Trail Snip Click still being with us to the end of the Lurker quest line.
Oh, no.
So, but I like that. I like the idea of her as a free spirit who, when we get to the bottom of the ocean, basically in our bathysphere, and then she like sees something shiny and just leaves. We never see her
She's just
again.
like, great.
That's
You
not
got me
what
back to
like
the ocean.
the cards won't say that though, because they'll be like, you throw a party for the lurker and it kind of looks at you and trills oddly.
I don't know if any card is going to be like one night that just like I have to go back to the ocean and then disappears. It would be snip, click, snip, trill, snip, click.
Yeah, I'm willing to bet there's another Lurker character. Just purely based on the fact that we made a choice between kelp and another aqua thing, I think. No, wait, no. I'm thinking.
Same.
I'm not sure if we made that
No.
choice, but I know there is
No, we
another
did.
one that I had to distinguish from the kelp. Okay.
Yeah, we made that
so
choice.
there's-
It was the
there's-
same as well. It wasn't the same, but it was similar to when we
with the Algox.
with the Algox. Although that was based on who we chose to fight.
Yeah. So I'm inclined to say there are probably 2 evolved, the newbies. So probably there's 2 unfettered and 2
Two robots.
lurkers. I figure the other lurker is going to just be like a power lurker, like a soldier type, just big and tough. But I don't know, because that also kind of feels like what the other unfettered would be. Because we got the one that's like imitating a harrower, so it's like a hive entity.
Yeah, it's like a bunch of little robots.
It's a distributed robot intelligence.
Yeah.
So that
Well,
means
like,
that makes me
Voltron.
think probably the other robot is probably also like a big mech. So I don't know. Who knows what the other lurker might be? But definitely
It wouldn't
the
be a mech.
deep wraith. Oh yeah, right. Because mechs are piloted, but you know what I mean. Like
Yeah. A big bulky guy.
a big
A big
mecha,
iron giant type.
a mecha-esque. Okay.
Superman.
All right.
Maybe he's just
Here
a king crab.
we are.
Yeah.
Oh, so what are we
Or
gonna
one of
upgrade?
those fucked up coconut crabs. Oh, my vote's for the mining camp, just because that's the resource we have the least of.
Makes sense.
So we would need 6 lumber, 3 metal, 2 hide.
That's what we need. All right.
Because we have the craftsman, I'm remembering this time,
Yep. We can
We can
save
take
one
off-
resource.
we can
So,
take off any resource.
let's take off a
I mean,
lumber.
it might as well be, yeah. So 5 lumber, 3 metal, 2 hide.
All right.
We've got 5 lumber. If we take,
Let's each put 2, Greg, and then take the one from the outpost.
okay. Boop, boop, boop. Nope, don't have 10. We have 0. And then 3 metal. Do you want to do 2 and I'll do 1? Well, we can each do. It's 3 metal. We can each do 1.
Yeah, let's each do 1.
And then 2 hide. I might as well take one of
Take
the
it from
10
the
that's in the outpost.
Giant pile of hides.
All right, all done.
Okay. We are upgrading the mining camp. Gotta find level 2 mining camp. Here it is.
Should the hunting lodge be a Tana? Well, I guess the hunting lodge would be bringing in the hide. The Tana would just be refining it.
Yep. I agree. Okay.
Yeah. I do like the way the mining camp is, like, in the corner, digging into a mountain.
Yeah. Makes sense. Be
I
hard
mean,
to-
yeah.
Hard to visualize unless like Frosthaven was like a really shitty outpost with a big open pit mine just in the middle.
Isn't that what Gloomhaven is?
No, Gloomhaven is much worse than that.
Yeah,
there's no
just
mining
death.
goes on. It's just death sand.
Yeah, there's not even
Like,
a fucking. There's not even a
absolutely-
fucking waist-high fence around it.
Yeah, absolutely
Anyone
one of
can
the.
just wander in.
There are very few worse things you can have in your town than just an unprotected patch of death sand. My mother's from Sydney, Cape Breton, so I know.
Hey, that's a beautiful park now.
Yeah, no, it's true. And hopefully
Maybe
that's
maybe-
probably what they did in Gloomhaven once we killed the Gloom.
Yeah. That's
Hopefully
probably how
all-
Forgotten Circle ends.
Right.
If we ever got to the end of that.
Okay. Where are the cards? The buildings are right here.
Anybody who's unfamiliar with the location we live in, go ahead and Google the Sydney tar pits, and you'll.
Tar Ponds.
Oh, yes, you're right. A grosser name. Tar Pond.
Yes. The tar pits, you're thinking of the La Brea tar pits. Those are full of dinosaurs.
Yeah, cool stuff. Not
Not-
industrial waste.
Not just the broken dreams of an entire generation. All right. With the mining camp, we can collectively buy up to 2 metal for 2 gold each with the level 2 mining camp. Very nice.
It's still just 2 gold too?
Yep. We immediately
nice.
add 1 prosperity tick. So we didn't get there, but the next one we get puts us to level 4, which opens up a whole bunch of new possible upgrades.
Nice. I imagine can the mining camp continue to be upgraded, or is this it for?
Oh yeah.
Okay, nice.
Not till prosperity level 5 though. We're also going to read, hooray, section 49.2.
We're just having a banner night. This is. Oh man.
Here we go. But that's what kept his brain power free to help figure out the car seat conundrum.
Yeah, and we're getting it done. We will be playing the Bye Bye Greg scenario next week.
No,
The one before the bye Greg scenario.
it's the bye, and then the next one is the bye Greg.
We'll be chipping away.
We'll be chipping away.
All right. For section 49.2, mining camp upgraded. With the mining camp expanded, more ore and minerals will be available to Frosthaven. You admire the refinery and then venture into the tunnels themselves, using a handcart to make your way deep underground, hoping to discover some veins of copper. Why? I mean, I understand why Click Trail Sniff Click would want to do that. There might be some shinies. But, like, why are the rest of us like, oh, the new mine equipment? Like, let me get in there and try to find some copper. Chipping away at a rock, your pickaxe
It doesn't
strikes...
seem like it's our job.
Yeah. Your pickaxe strikes against something as strong as Valrith steel. Your hand is suddenly seized by another, the lithic digits, encasing your wrist as the rest of the Savas emerges from the crumbling wall. As a being of the elements, its face twists between expressions like boiling lava. Oh, sorry. This is not a list of the expressions. Its face twists between expressions like boiling lava. Its body glows and then ceases flowing all at once, growing rigid with barely contained power. Who dares disturb my slumber? It rumbles. Then the Savas laughs, a crackling fire sound. I am in jest. I sensed your presence in the instant these tunnels were blasted open. I have been waiting for you to prove your fortitude since. Now that we have met, you will allow me to join your party, to prove my mastery over the element of magma. I must put my abilities to true test in the field. That doesn't sound like much of a choice, but having a powerful ally could never be a bad thing. We unlock the class box that looks like a flaming rock falling to the earth.
Sweet.
Okay.
Which loves a Savas.
Yeah, it's definitely a Savas because it was described as a big magma man. Savas.
No, it was described much more clearly and explicitly as a Savas, in fact. The word Savas was used.
Oh, that's my next character.
Oh, nice. I'm glad you have it lined up. You don't want to be either the snowflake or steel robot man? What?
Craighart was a Savas too.
Yeah, it's true. This is following it up.
Oh yeah, I'm supposed to be doing a bit where I'm racing you to Robot Friend.
Yeah.
Well, you took your eye off the ball there.
I like this. I like the paint conduit.
Paint conduit is pretty good. I like the paint conduit so far as well.
All right. I'm into this. Let's meet the Savas Pyroclast.
Yeah,
Oh,
gonna be that.
He's
Yeah.
pyroclastic.
I've got to learn how to paint magma. Okay.
You suckers know my pyroclastic flow. as Ice Cube once said. Although Ice Cube is the exact opposite of a pyroclast. He would be like the Savas Ice Cube or something.
Yeah, it's in the name.
Yeah. All right. So we know what the Savas are, so I won't read the first paragraph of the text. But here's the pyroclast paragraph. Savas go to extreme lengths to exert their power over the elements. Some cast themselves into active volcanoes, where they are either destroyed or become one with the raw power of the magma, emerging as a pyroclast.
Sounds like being destroyed, just worded differently.
A living embodiment of the chaotic and destructive force of flowing lava. No one can question their power then. This is a complexity 3 character, centered around the elements of fire and earth.
Is it 3 out of 5?
3 out of 5, yep.
Okay. It's not 3 out of 3.
No. It is a 4 out of 5 melee, 3 out of 5 ranged, 3 out of 5 mobility, 1 out of 5 support, 3 out of 5 defense, and 5 out of 5 control character.
Oh, so just a smasher.
Yeah.
Yeah, I want to be smasher.
I think he's very much like the Crag Hot. Yeah, go on.
You can create not only obstacles, but also hazardous terrain, because the lava.
Yeah. Okay.
Can I throw it at people?
He's like.
I assume you can also throw it.
Wait, yeah.
Well, that's what I was gonna say with the 4 melee 3 range. That's also kind of Crag Hardy.
Sign me up.
All right. And there's some other stuff. Okay. There you go. The Savas Pyroclast. We'll have to make sure to hand off the figurine, Greg, on Tuesday next.
Yes.
His name is going to be Craig Hart, just so you know.
Oh, geez. Profitable FISR. I'm sorry, I missed your message. But our first-time chatter said, hello, sorry for bothering you. I want to offer you promotion of your channel, viewers, followers, views, chatbots, etc. Price is lower, blah, blah, blah. Well, you're probably already gone.
I accept. Yeah. Allow me to read my credit card information on the stream.
Ooh, unfortunately, our guest won't be able to hear it because they've been banned forever. All right.
They were this close to... Oh, yeah. They almost got away with it, too.
Oh, man, so close. I once, back when I was not taking very good care of myself in my mid-20s, came home from a long shift that I had gone to too tired at my crummy hospital job, which I found... I was at the hospital today for blood collection. I was feeling all nostalgic because I walked through the hospital. Like, plastic surgery used to be there. And then I almost just instinctively got in the service elevator. I was like, they're going to tell me that I'm not supposed to do that if I do that.
Mm-hmm.
And so I got home from the job all worn out and also like poorly nourished and out of it. And immediately got called by a scammer who did have me totally on the line up until like I had given them everything except my credit card number or something. Like I gave them a lot of information, but not enough. And then when they wanted to close the deal, I was like, oh, wait, I see what's happening. I'm being scammed. I was like, I'm sorry, I got to go. I just hung up on the guy. And so he like called me back multiple times to be like, sorry, we lost your call there. We dropped at the moment, but we were just about done signing you up. And I was like, oh yeah, right. My phone. Oh, something. But I just kept hanging up. So I saved it at the last moment, which must have been even worse for the scammer than what I do now, which is just tell them that they're terrible people and they should die. Actually, once I did, a guy said, when he answered, he was like, how can I help you? And I was like, well, could you answer a question for me? He's like, anything. We're here to help. And I was like, do you think your mom is proud of you? And he got real flustered. You would think they'd be like trained to just hang up when they get this kind of shit. But this guy went back, like stammered at me about, of course, my mother loves me and is proud of me for like a minute and a half. As I was like, you think that when your mom is hanging out with the other moms, they're like, my daughter is a doctor, my son is an engineer, and then your mom says like, my son works for a scammer. He's not a scammer himself. He's not that bright. It's like, I think she lies, dude. And eventually he hung up on me, but it was great. It was fun. I had a good time. Okay. Yeah. That's it, right?
That's it. I can't think of anything else.
Do we want to do the road event to make Frozen Fjord like start right away? Nah, let's just save
That's
it.
up to Rich.
Let's save it. I don't want to read.
Let's save it because we got to hear about all the things you're going to do on the wrong day next week.
Yeah. Well, what I hope is that it'll all be on the right days. So check it out. Obviously, no Friday Night Frosthaven tomorrow. On Saturday, after only 2 weeks, Dark Sun has to take a week off. Dark Sun Shadowlands will be a week off because Danielle and I will be out of town. Having a time off the grid. And then, well, not off the grid, really. Grid connected. We'll have power and internet and all that good stuff. Yeah. But then, on Sunday, when I return, we'll come back from a 2-week hiatus for more Quest for Glory 5 Dragonfire. The hero is just about to go to Hades, which feels like a significant step towards the climax of the plot. I just need to remember what the hell was told to me about the clue to get to Hades and figure it out. I know it has to do with the corpse water I found, which is water downstream from a corpse that has been dropped into a river with its throat cut. It's disgusting. And the game was like, you need blood mixed with water. And then that's the way you get it. It's very...
There's better ways to do that.
It's such an... Yeah, it's weird. Because normally, Quest for Glory is notable for having, like, really sensible adventure game solutions. Where, like, you're like, oh, yeah, you just do the thing that, like, if you were a wizard and you saw a thing up in a tree, you would just cast a spell to bring it down to you. If you were a fighter who was really good at throwing things, you would knock it out of the tree with a rock. If you were good at climbing, you would just climb the tree and get it. And then this game, the 5th in the series, is just like, you need to make a balloon, but the only place to get rope is in the treasure chest behind the Hydra. And you can only go to the Hydra Island the one time. If you don't get the rope, you're just in a dead-end state. And then, like, you need blood water. So you got to find a corpse in a river and then go downstream because you can't just, like, prick your own finger into the... It's weird. But anyway, otherwise I'm enjoying the game, so that's good. On Tuesday, Greg, are there anything standing in our way?
Not as of today.
Greg and James, beat them up. We got more SNK with Robo Army. We've got more... Another thing. Well, I don't have to wonder. Spider-Man, the video game.
Yeah, Spider-Man.
So that's exciting. I'm going to play as Black Cat. And the other ones too, probably. But I think I want to start as Black Cat. Then, come Friday...
Felicity Harvey, I think, is her name.
Yeah.
Hardy.
Felicia. Not Felicity.
Felicia?
I don't know about her surname, but I know her name is Felicia. I watched a lot of the 90s Spider-Man cartoon.
Her name is Felicia Hardy, yes.
There we go. By our powers combined, we can name a famous comic book character.
Famous is a bit stretching it a bit. Does Ethan know who Black Cat is?
No, but Ethan went.
You're saying Spider-Man and His Amazing Friends doesn't include the femme fatale Black Cat?
No more Spider-Man and no more superheroes. Really, he went all in on Jack and Annie, and now we're done. We read all 54 books since Christmas.
Oh wow!
Oh my God, that's a lot.
Holy smokes!
Yeah,
he knows a lot of surface level historical facts.
he sure does.
Are you still progressing with the Fellowship of the Ring?
Yeah. Anytime we were waiting for one to come in from the library, we would be like, "Well, let's just read Fellowship."
Yeah. He's probably finding the singing and stuff a bit less dynamic.
He's okay with the singing because I sing.
Oh, sweet.
Like,
Nice.
Are
you fucking doing Tom Bombadil? You rock it up?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
But the walking can't be made more exciting.
No, because I haven't actually, I read 1/3 of the first book 20 years ago, but that's the literary aim of those sections, is to make you feel the journey, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, Tom Bombadil historically is just a real. He's put in there for you to be like, if you can't handle me at my Tom Bombadil, you don't deserve me at the Fall of the Twin Towers.
Nope. But yeah, the superhero. I'm sure we'll be back to the superheroes, but
All
we're
right.
in a different place now. We went all in on the Hobbit, and then Magic Treehouse was the new one. And like we were coloring the other day, and he was like, "I went out of the lines." I was like, "Yeah, everybody goes out of the lines. Leonardo da Vinci doesn't." It's like, well, actually, that book about Leonardo da Vinci is all about how like everyone thought he was ridiculous until he flew.
Yeah.
It's not that. It's not the best Magic Treehouse book, that's for sure. But a new one came out like this month, like May 7th.
Oh, really?
Yeah, but we got a canoe, and you can convince him to just like he sat in a canoe while me and Tony fished for 6 hours because we just kept putting books up. Like I just kept buying another book for $4.99 and playing it for him.
Good, great stuff.
Nice.
That's how we discovered that a new one had just come out. So
very good. All right, yeah. So before you know it, it'll be Friday, the night we normally do Friday Night Frosthaven, and we'll do it. And if I get an opportunity, I have some things in mind that aren't on the schedule to do at some point in the near future. So maybe that'll happen. Who knows? That's it. That's all there is. You stuck around to the end. Thanks for sticking around to the end. If you came and you left, you can't hear my voice. I'm glad you stopped by anyway. So thanks for stopping by. Until the next time, when we hit those frozen fjords together, take care of yourselves and be kind to everyone you meet.